Welcome to the Bounce Media Network. I am your host, the one and only MC, Mr. J Ski, coming to you live and direct. Today, we're going to get into some Caitlin Clark, USA basketball, some highlights, some news, some updates. If you would, please like the video, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into it. So we have the USA basketball qualifying team arriving, showing up for practice down in Miami. We got Bree Stu on deck. So what I'm seeing here is a budding friendship / relationship that's brewing between Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Plum. For those of you that are not aware or do not know, the Kelsey Plum used to hold the title for the highest scoring record in college for the females until Caitlin Clark shattered that record. So basically, that would put Kelsey Plum as number 2 on the all-time scoring record. So it's good to see those two, pretty much having a friendly, competitive relationship based more so than what we saw at the All-Star game, the 2025 All-Star game, where it seems like Kelsey Plum kind of put in a slight little dig there at CC, but some people chopped it up as play, being playful or what have you. I think it came off wrong. So I like Kelsey Plum. I like her game. She's a baller. She's a good player. I like her a lot on the basketball court. Yeah, Angel Reese in here. Yeah, looks like the practice is going pretty good. CC doesn't look like she missed a step. Nate Tibbetts looks like he's having a good time being one of the floor coaches here for the women's basketball. All right. So we got the practice down. That's it on that. I know, let's see. So we got this video with Kelsey and Caitlin kind of playing around. Like I said, it looks like they're, building a good rapport with one another. So that's good to see. Because like I said, I do like Kelsey Plum quite a bit as a player. She's a little snarky, attitude-wise. I think I used the word cringy before, based on how she kind of reacts to the fans. But, no hate. Like I said, her game speaks for itself. She's a good point guard. A little back and forth there.
The ref would have hit one of these. 6'7". You know that call? They're like, hey, I don't know. Let's see what they hit.
Good to see. Good to see. Good to see. All right. So for the media availability, Caitlin Clark, she spoke to the cameras.
You mentioned earlier today about how you've been playing like pickup and stuff. I guess I'm just curious, like, who are you playing like pickup games with?
A lot of former college players, some pro players that are back in Indy. Honestly, it's not my job to get them. That's our coach's job. And they show up and they're practice boys. They come every single day, whether I'm doing a skill workout, whether I'm playing threes, whether I'm playing fives. But mostly former hoopers, people that have played in Europe, few that have played at the college level. So super helpful. A lot of athleticism, a lot of physicality, very similar to especially the international game. So I find that really helpful.
When you're going through like a rehab process, something that can often be overlooked is that like mind-body reset, because you have to like kind of get all recalibrated and stuff. So I guess like what did you do specifically, or how were you able to deal with that mental aspect of the rehab process?
I
think like sports psychology is a very important part of like what I do and the people we work with, and Fever had those resources for me and for our entire team. So working with them, and I think more than anything, it's just like remind yourself who you are, and there's gonna be days where it feels like a little bit of a grind, especially when you come in and work out for 8 months straight and go through the rehab process. And I think for me, the best thing is going to be like just getting out there and playing. And I feel like I'm going to feel like myself, and that's how I felt when I was in camp in December. So, it's an interesting situation because, like I said, it wasn't like a long-term thing where it was like you're going to be out for 6 months. It was kind of like the soft tissue injuries, and that's almost sometimes more of a mental battle because you don't really have a timeline of when you're going to be ready and when you're going to be back to 5-on-5 and then dealing with the ankle injury. But just feel good to feel really healthy and have like a couple of really solid months of training behind that, and then get to go out here and play. And obviously this is very different than the WNBA and playing with the Fever. Like, this is a whole different environment and with really good players, and the international game is obviously very challenging. And this is my first time on the senior national team, so that poses a different aspect as well.
This team is going to look good.
No better way than just getting tossed into the fire.
Good.
So I like it like that, I guess.
So
definitely won't be like
first national team level for you.
Yeah.
The game is different. Some ways more physical. Other things
Very
you haven't
different.
played internationally. Besides, I'm say younger.
Yeah.
Are you excited to sort of experience that? See what it's like to get you ready for
Some of
the World Cup and beyond.
I like a lot of these players.
Absolutely. This is obviously everybody's dream, and I think, although I've never played at the senior national team level, I've watched the game, and I've been on 3 junior national teams. I've been on 2 U19 teams where I played with a lot of college players when I was in high school and a lot of college coaches, so I kind of understand how you operate and you learn from the people around you. And there's been people that have been in these moments before, so just continuing to learn from them and learn how to operate. And obviously we have Subert and
you can tell
somebody that we can all turn to and ask questions and get help from. So
body language.
More than anything, just excited to be here, excited to play basketball again. And,
amped.
It'll be fun 5 games before we go.
Caitlin, what makes this debut special for you?
Man, I think this is every kid's dream. I think I wrote it down when I was in like 3rd grade. So just excited about this opportunity. And I remember Carol Callan talking to us like when me and Paige, and I know AB isn't here, but even I played with Ryan on the U19 team.
Yeah,
like,
AB.
On the junior national teams, there's only going to be like a couple of you that end up making it to make a senior debut. So whether that's the World Cup, whether the World Cup qualifier, whether that's the Olympics, every single part of it and part of the journey is really special. So I know we're a ways away even from the World Cup, and obviously a ways away from the Olympics, but this is still really exciting in itself and kind of the first step in this journey. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, so that's about it from the USA basketball practice and the media availability. Always good to hear Caitlin speak. Briefly, let's touch bases on the absence of Aaliyah Boston. She's out with some type of injury, lower extremity injury. She flew back to Indianapolis to get help, to get looked at down there, work on getting things back to where they need to be, but she's missing the qualifying games. The USA team, women's team, has already qualified for the World Cup, so she is. I don't know if she's going to miss the duration. For the most part, we're in the dark. We don't know what's going on with that. So, but she is definitely going to be missed on this team. She was the only dedicated center that they had. So I don't know if they're going to maybe possibly move Angel Reese into the center position. Cam Brink is not playing. They didn't pick her up. Maybe they'll bring her back. I'm pretty sure they have to have had some alternates to bring in just in case. So yeah, we don't know about that. But she didn't touch on anything about the negotiations with the CBA. I know there was a on the W side. I know there was a proposal sent back and forth over this past weekend. So there hasn't been any leaks on it. So, I guess that's a good thing. That's a good sign that both parties are talking like adults and trying to iron out some things. And hopefully we'll have a season. The deadline is tomorrow, with today being the 9th. So, USA basketball, like I said, the practice, everything looks good. Kelsey Plum and Caitlin Clark. Looks like a brewing, friendship there. So hopefully, I think pretty much anybody. Once players from the W, meet and interact with the core Fever girls, it's all love. It's like you can't hate on them. So Kelsey probably sees that. She saw that when she was playing with the Leah Boston and Unrivaled. Yeah, it's just like everybody likes the Fever girls, so they're very likable, personality wise. The character and everything is just they're just different than the other players that are in the W. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys right now. We'll keep everything updated. I know the games are going to be picked up by TNT, so they'll be on HBO Max, which is what I have. So I'll be watching those USA games. I'll be doing a reaction video to some of the play. I don't know what time the games will be on since they're primarily overseas, so we'll have to check that out. But so the videos won't be live. Yeah, there won't be any live reactions, so it'll be like a few hours or the next day when I react to those. So yeah, leave your thoughts, your comments in the video, in the link in the video down below. Like the channel, subscribe, and yeah, we'll talk to you soon.